Hi folks, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you subbed and stayed. Somebody recommended or requested this video a while back, so I thought I'd get it done. It's from 2 years ago. It's a Lisa video. How to deal with haters. Don't make these mistakes. Hashtag 11 years on YouTube. Shall we jump in? Let me just check the volume actually. Right. Don't know why that was showing, but oh, we don't want her on 81, do we? Let's try that and see.
Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today I'm going to talk about a subject that I have wanted to talk about for years, actually. I was thinking of what video I want to do today because I try to mix it up. I try to do a little bit of beauty, a little bit of fashion, a little bit of talking, a little bit of, everything. I hate to even use this word haters, but that is...
So why are you using the word haters then? I wonder if that chair is still in existence. John's happy place, his comfy chair that she tried to get rid of so many times. I wonder if she succeeded when they moved, or if he's got it in his office. Or in the garage. Yeah, it's probably in the garage where he's been thrown and forgotten about.
Is probably like the most common term. And so I want to do a video for you, especially for those of you who are on social media.
That said, we'll talk about toxic people in your life later. Like you've got any toxic people in your life to have any experience, but you're the toxic person. Have you not realised?
Media, who have a YouTube channel, younger girls who are just starting a YouTube channel or have Instagram. I don't think it's as bad on Instagram as it is on YouTube. It's for those of you that have even been on here a long time and still deal with it, because it's a common occurrence. And if you've been here with me the whole time, you know I have had my ups and downs, ins and outs. I mean, I have had some true hater experience.
Have you? Have you really? You've had people saying shorter hair would suit you. You've had people saying, oh, I wouldn't wear that if I were you. You've had people complaining about what you wear at your age. You've had people telling you that they don't like your wings. That's not haters. Which bit of that don't you understand? It's somebody who's got an opinion that differs to yours. That does not make them a hater. They just can't. Narcissists just cannot take somebody having a thought even. If you're not kissing their hole, you're a hater.
And I have made many, many mistakes, and I have grown from those mistakes. And I would love to keep some of you from experiencing the pain that my mistakes caused me, and just maybe make you feel a little bit better and help you be able to handle it.
What pain? The pain that my mistakes caused me. People behind an avatar on a computer having an opinion. Is that really so difficult to cope with? Really?
So I'm going to start out with who a hater is. There's different types of haters. There is the hater that just stumbles upon your video and says, blah, 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 blah. They just, spit out like a random insult. Like I think my first ever hater comment was somebody that said, ooh, you look like a monkey, or something like that. It was something real.
How is that a hater comment? Really? That's just some child being childish. Did that really cut you to your quick, did it, Lisa? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Why can't these people, if they got such thin skin that they can't cope with anything? And then she sits there saying, oh, I'll give you life lessons, all the things I've learned. What? What have you learned? Nothing. You live in a bubble.
Silly and dumb, but it was like a dagger, to my heart. That kind of hater is just...
Why? It was a dagger to your heart. Some dumbass came on and went, ooh, you look like a monkey, and ran away again. See, this is the thing. This is what I keep saying. Is it worse to have been the pretty girl in school that everybody kissed your ass and your mum and dad told you were beautiful and everything was rosy in the garden until you came on YouTube and someone said you look fat and you lost your shit? Or to be like me, kicked up and down, told you're a waste of space, so now nothing bothers you? I don't know.
I would say like a troll. They're just someone that thinks they're funny, they think they're cute, they're bored, they are just, they're just kind of mean. So that is probably like the least of your worries.
They're not even mean, they're just stupid. Because nobody knows who they are. It's like fucking, we go back to that thing again. When I started the question at Butlins, what do you call it? It's like knockdown ginger. It's the same thing. Knock a door, run away, Bobby knocking, whatever you call it where you come from. It's somebody coming in going blah, 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 and then running away before you catch them. That's all it is. If you can't cope with that, then I feel really sorry for you.
Okay, then there are the haters that, let's see, if I had to say my biggest haters or hater experience come from people that continually, they never miss a video, and they usually are people that are with other haters on like one of the hater websites. And when these hater websites first started...
Gossip sites. There's a difference. How many times do we have to try and explain this to these people? You go to Ulta every day of the week to talk to people that are interested in makeup because you can leave your house and you can find those people. You talk to Brooke about it. Right, here am I, stuck in a bedroom for 11 years. My husband does not want to hear... Well, he does listen to me, bless him. But most husbands would not want to listen to their wives whittering on about some woman on YouTube. So, most of us Googled your name, Lardy's name, HRH's name, whoever's name it was, to see if other people thought the same as us. And lo and behold, we weren't alone. And why is that? Not because we're weird, because you are. We're all congregating to say exactly the same thing about you. And you can't cope with that. It's a hater site, it's a hater site, it's a hater site. Right, I used to be on a forum, that's what they were usually called, about shopping TV. We used to discuss all sorts. Were we haters there? We used to discuss what the presenters were wearing, which presenters we preferred, what we'd bought, blah blah blah. Is that hating? No. Just because it's about you, all of a sudden it's hate. It's just people having a conversation. It's like I said to somebody who came on here and left a comment, and I said to them, do you not talk about the Real Housewives or whatever with your friends? Yeah, but that's different. How is it different? It's not. It's the same fucking thing. We can't talk to people about you that don't watch you, so we need to talk to people that have watched the video to know what the fuck we're going on about. That doesn't make us a hater. Just because you don't like what we're saying, that's your problem, not ours. I've had someone come on here and tell me I look like I'm Down syndrome. Have I gone and cried in the corner? No. Did I block them and delete them like you lot do? No. That's the difference. You're so used to having your ass kissed you can't cope.
Oh, it was crushing. You know what I mean? It was just like, oh, how can they think that of me? And I would try not to read it, but you couldn't help it because you wanted to know what people were thinking of you. Then I would try to reason with everybody. And then all those things that they would say would be in my head every time I made a video. And then I made...
All what things? What were they saying? Tell us how terrible it was. Go on.
Made the biggest mistake. I think this is my biggest mistake, and I am apologizing to all of you that are, you know, just my loyal friends, subscribers, and you've been here. I apologize for ever taking up 1 minute of my videos, my attention, my content, and spending time on that subject and those people and that thing rather than spending time with the people that are here for the good reason. That's one thing I want to...
For the good reason. What's the good reason, Lisa? Clicking on all your links and making you money. Is that the good reason? I will never call anyone that leaves me a shitty comment a hater. Why are they a hater? I don't understand that term. There are going to be people in life that look at you, as perfect as you are, sat there, and think, fuck, I hate her hair. Oh, her lips are too big. Oh, hasn't she got squinty eyes? That dress colour doesn't suit her. What does that matter to you? Why do you care? Why do you care that somebody else doesn't like your wing liner? She did a whole fucking video on it once. Everybody hates my liner. And so? All you have to say is, I don't, thank you. Moving along. Pathetic, wimpy little people who can't stand anyone to say fucking boo to them. And they're all narcissists. And then they do this. This is a whole video about, oh, how terribly crushed she was about someone saying her bum looked flat. And now she wants 10,000 people to go and kiss it. Oh, Lisa, how can they be so terrible about you? You're such a nice lady. You're so kind. Blah, 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 fucking blah.
To do is I want to tell you the things that I have heard and people have said to me that really helped me. And one of those was, if you walk in a room of 100 people, say I have a meet and greet, and I walk in the room and there's 100 people in there, and 90 of them are there just because they love my videos and they want to spend time with me and they want to, you know, just be together and have a good time. But there's 10 of them that are there that are just there to see what I really look like in person. Why would I go spend time on the 10 people?
Because here's a fucking thing for you. You would go to the 10 people who think you're a twat and convince them that you're not, but you can't because you are. So that's why you don't. That's the problem. I'd go straight to the people that didn't like me and say, I'm really sorry, what am I doing that's pissing you off? And people have come on here and said they don't like me swearing. I totally get that. But it's in my DNA. I can't stop it. It's like a natural thing. It's like saying the. It just comes out. That's me. I think you're fat. Yeah, I am. I'm overweight still, but there's not, either I can do something about it or I won't. But either way, if you don't like that, that's not going to change until I'm thin. Do you know what I mean? You talk to fucking people and you find out what it is you're doing. Then you say, thanks for coming to the meet and greet, and you go and talk to the other 90. And here's a fucking tip for you, Lisa. Here's a saying. What other people think of you is none of your fucking business. You've got a husband that dotes on you. You've got 2 children that love you. You've got your parents still alive and they're doting on you. You've got your brother and his wife and their little girl. Why would you give a flying fuck about what the people in the fucking computer are saying? Really? At the end of the day, when you go... today? What happened there? At the end of the day, when you click off, who's there? Your family. They're the people that fucking count. Not your so-called friends in the computer.
That are there for the wrong reasons. You would never do that. I would rather spend my time with the 90 people that are there, that want to be with each other. They want to help each other. They want to be with me. They want to meet me. They don't have any mean intentions. And for so long, I would pay attention to the 10 people.
What mean intentions? How do you know that the 90 people that have gone because they like you and they want to meet you still want to see what you look like in real life? Are they put in the box with the 10 then? She thinks she's so fucking clever and a font of wisdom.
People. I would let them in my head, and I would go talk to them by going to those sites. You might not be, I never put anything in there, but just reading it is conversing, is letting them in. And you should not do that. You should never under any circumstances go to those sites and read anything. Let those people commiserate. Let them be in that world. I think it's almost like, how when like older ladies, they get older and it might be a church group, it might be a card group, it might be the neighborhood country club, and they gossip about so-and-so's daughter or so-and-so. I mean, it's just a normal thing when old people, they're always talking about, family and old friends and stuff.
Yes! There you go. It's normal for them to discuss things. It's normal for people to have an opinion on things. You're making YouTube videos. You're putting yourself out there. People are watching it and they're forming an opinion. It's normal. They're allowed. Not everyone is gonna fucking kiss your ass. When are these people going to learn? Why did I get deleted from Lisa's fucking YouTube? For telling her to drive carefully when she was vlogging, because she wasn't paying attention to the road, didn't have both hands on the wheel, didn't give a fuck about what was going on around her. One day she was taking Bridget to the vet. She didn't even have her in her fucking dog carrier. She had her sat on her lap, holding her with one hand, trying to keep her calm because she doesn't like the car, and driving with the other hand. I got blocked for that, but when Daddy said it, she stopped vlogging. Funny that, huh? Was I not allowed the opinion that you should be careful on the road in case you killed someone? I really didn't think this fucking video would wind me up as much as it has. It's like, they're all the same. They all say exactly the same things. They don't want you anywhere near them unless you're blowing smoke up their hole, and then you're welcome.
That's kind of how it is. They've actually kind of formed a club. They get to know each other. They think that what they're saying is funny, and they kind of form this kind of like misery club. And it's
not a misery club. You think it's miserable because people are telling you the truth on there, but you don't like it. It's like banging your head off a brick fucking wall. They just don't listen, do they?
If they were happy, healthy, productive, and busy, they would not have time to keep up with that like they do. So,
what a load of bollocks. What do you do of an evening with John? You watch a film or you watch a couple of episodes of something. That's your wind down. Other people watch television. Other people watch films. They bake. They sew. They crochet. Whatever. Some people go on forums and read and chat to other people. It's normal! For fuck's sake.
So we already know they're not coming from a good place. It's just their thing. It's like a hobby for them. And you can tell when they've been talking about something over there, and I call them the flying monkeys, and I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's just what they remind me of, because you'll know, when they're flying over and then they come over and they always make a channel. I mean, can you imagine taking the time to do that, to make a channel, and then they insult you, and then your subscribers will say, just block and delete, block and delete. Well, they'll just make another channel. They just will make another channel, and then they use different little pictures.
Here's the thing. Ignore them. You're a grown up. Why can't you just ignore it? Pathetic is the only word that comes to mind, with all these people on YouTube that sit in a corner crying about haters. Unless they're knocking on your front door, throwing shit in your face, what the fuck have you got to moan about? They're on a fucking website talking to other people. Leave them talk. They come over to yours and put a message on that you don't like. Ignore it and keep on scrolling.
And so it's very annoying, but once you understand where they're coming from, and you understand they're not just talking about you, they're talking about every person on YouTube, anybody that's interesting. It's not just you. Now,
really? That's another thing you all say. It's not just you, they're talking about everybody. I talk about two people, you and Lardy. That's not everybody. Oh, and Cynthia occasionally. And why are you three? Because you're all fucking narcissists. That's why.
Now, you might have your little special group of haters that really they're very, very interested in you. But 9 times out of 10, they're talking about other people too. One of the biggest things that helped me to not ever go over there and read anything, and a lot of times, like when I'm looking up if I'm linking something on my website, or if I'm doing anything and I have to put my name in, a little piece of whatever they're saying will come up, and I will not even read that. I will not let it in. The way
'Cause you're scared. You're scared that the nasty people wrote nasty things on the internet and you can't read it. People saying they preferred it when you had a bob, it's not an insult. It's not a hater's comment. It's just somebody saying that they think your hair would look better short. That's their opinion. You don't agree with it. They don't like your eyeliner. You do. They don't like your lips. You do. Why should it bother you? I'd love to see what she talks about all day, every day, and other people as well. At no point has she ever said, oh, I didn't like that dress she was wearing on what's her name. Didn't suit her at all. Or she'd have looked better if that was longer. Or she'd look better with blonde hair. But they don't remember ever saying those things. How far in are we? Help!
Have done that is a long, long time ago, one of my family members said, we were talking about really, not just like Friday the 13th or goofy, scary movies, but really evil movies and stuff. Really, God does not want you to watch that. You know, and even if you're not religious, please bear with me. This will be the only time I talk about stuff like this, but Satan tries to get into your life so many different ways.
Yeah, shopping addiction's one. Just saying.
And you don't invite evil and bad things into your life. Now, I know when you're young, you don't think about stuff like that. But when you get older, you really realize that even if you know something isn't true, like you might watch a movie and you know it's not true, it's a movie. But the thing is, evil does exist. And even though you know the things that they're saying aren't true, you don't want that thought to become a part of you.
What they're saying's not true. That they don't like your eyeliner. Yeah, it's true. They don't like your eyeliner. They think you've got a shopping addiction. Yeah, it's true. They think you have a shopping addiction. What bit of it's not true? Maybe all the bollocks you spew on fucking YouTube isn't true, but what people are writing on the forums are true. It's what they actually think. And the only reason that you don't know who they are is because the mods tell them they're not allowed to say who they are. It's not because they're hiding. I outed myself accidentally and I said to the mod, well, I've put my name out there now in a picture, I may as well just say who I am. Is that okay? And they were like, well, if you're okay with it. But the rules are you don't say who you are and you don't say anything that you do outside of talking there. If it could be you meet your mates in the pub on a Friday and you have a drink and you talk about your week and different things, you might come up in the conversation if everybody watched you. Is that any different? Would it be different if we were doing it down the pub? You're only pissed because it's on the internet and you can see it. You don't like that because other people can see it. And other people might start reading what these people are writing and thinking, oh yeah, actually. And that's not, you don't want that. You want to put the fluffy side of Lisa out there and you don't want anyone to see mean mama.
I do not read anything. And I'm telling you, I do not even read. As soon as I go, I have a comment. As soon as I see, and usually hater comments are ridiculous. I mean, sometimes I just want to leave them there because they're so ridiculous and they say so much more about the person that wrote.
Right, like what? Tell us. What are they saying? Because you can't think of anything that's bad enough. Because as soon as you go to say what it is they said, you realise how stupid it sounds.
Wrote it than me. I just want to leave it. But then, you know, you guys take up for me and you go to battle for me, and I just hate for you to even get into that. I don't even want you to have to experience that. And I don't want people to even have to read it. So I will usually just delete it. Sometimes I don't even go block them because it's not even worth it. And that is going to come to...
Like you have to go somewhere else to block them. No. It's all in the same click thing. Don't try and make it sound like you're being some sort of fucking angel that you just delete it and you don't block them.
The second thing that I used to do that was just a really big mistake. This is like something so simple, but it was just so true. A hater will attack the thing that either, a lot of times it might...
They don't want the others to see the good in you or think positively of you. Really?
Might be your biggest asset. And, you know, or it might be your best feature. Or if they say, you know, the big thing is, you look like a washed up, I don't know, washed up Barbie, or you look like an old hag, or something like that. Well, I know that's not true. And maybe they do think that. Maybe they genuinely think that. Whatever they think about me, I might not like the way they look. The difference is I wouldn't say anything, but there's nothing wrong.
Oh, hang on a minute. I know, I've just realised you're all jumping up and down in the room, waving your arms in the air, going, you would what? You might think it, but you would never say it. What about the lady on the elevator? Have we forgotten about her? The frumpy lady with the worn out shoes and the old handbag, and you just knew when she took her shoes off her toe imprint would be there and they'd be dirty, and she had a sad aura. Yeah, we fucking remember Lisa. Oh, I'm so nice, I'm so kind, I would never. Yeah, of course you wouldn't.
With them not liking the way I look. Who cares? And that gets me to the one thing that really helped me, and this is so silly, and this tells you how long ago this happened, because it was when I used to have like cartoons on, during the day, and I would put, one of them was Little Bill. I always liked Little Bill. And Little Bill came home and he told his dad that they were making fun of his ears, that he had big ears. And his dad, Bill Cosby, said, "Tell him so." And then when they say, "But you got big ears, so?" And that was just so, I don't know, powerful to me, because it made me think about, you have, you have sunspots. Your chest has sun damage. So, I live at the beach. I've been on the beach my whole life. So, that's how.
Isn't that how you should have been dealing with it all the time? And then there wouldn't have been a need for this fucking video, would there?
That I had to think about that. You don't have to, it's natural.
No one is perfect. Yeah, just like the lady on the lift.
To want to be defensive, or to be just like have a gut punch and be so hurt. But
you are! That's the thing! You act like a child in school that hasn't fucking weathered a few punches yet. They said I was ugly. Yeah, get used to it. People will say that a lot. I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm just saying, if all you hear is "you're so pretty, you're so clever, you're so beautiful, I love this, I love that, oh, what perfume are you wearing, oh, I love your hair." Soon as you get, "I think your nose is too big," in the middle of that, you have a fucking nervous breakdown.
But try to keep your emotions out of it. Try to not let them upset you. Try to not let them make you mad. And just because someone says something doesn't make it true. When you're just experiencing this, at first, it's so easy to let it in, and then you start doubting yourself. And is it true? Just because someone says something does not make it true. So keep that in your mind. Another thing that I had to really learn, and this comes with maturity, sometimes I would get criticism, and it's natural. Like I said, when you get criticism, it's natural to want to defend yourself or get really hurt. But what really took me
it's not natural to get butthurt over someone disagreeing with something or saying something about you. You just said it 2 minutes ago, so who cares? Who cares if there's somebody out there that thinks I'm a complete fuckwit, I look like I've got Down syndrome, they think I smell, whatever. Do I care? No. I make these videos, I upload them, I turn the computer off and I watch the telly and I chat to my family. And I couldn't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't know. Can we have a vote? Which is the best way to be? Always have been complicated. Always to have been complimented and fall apart when someone says nasty things to you later on in life. Or to have a bit of a fucking backbone and a thicker skin to be able to take it. And making a fucking half-an-hour video about it. Really?
A long time to learn is to really consider the criticism. I think that was a criticism that I got one time, that someone said they came here to watch my channel and all I did was talk about negative stuff. And, you know, I could have said, well, you don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels to constantly get emails and to get people calling your cell phone and calling people around town. I mean, you know.
Really? Does that happen? Does that really happen? And if so, why did you make it so that people could find your fucking cell phone number? Who knew where you lived? You never needed to tell anyone where you lived. But you did, didn't you? Because you wanted all the sweet gifts. And you didn't give a fucking tuppenny hoot about your family safety. Oh yeah, send me all the stuff.
You want to defend yourself, but then I had to think about it, you know? She's right. She's right. Then there's another thing that happens, and it's tough with social media, because I'm sure you've seen that Key and Peele, how you can text someone and just your tone or what you text can be misconstrued. That happens a lot on YouTube too. Sometimes I will think, oh my gosh, you know, that person, it's like insulting. And then I'll look and I'm like, gosh, they never usually insult me like that. So I will try to just let that go. Either I didn't get their inflection in their voice, or maybe that's just their personality, that they just say this, this, and this. You know what I mean? And I try to let a lot of it go. Try to think about their intentions. A lot of times people...
Right, so please tell me, what were you thinking when I said drive carefully when you're vlogging? It made Lardy flip out, and you. Why is that? Because you're fucking narcissists. That's why. Nobody's allowed to say anything to you. You can sit there and talk about, oh, how to deal with haters all you like. You'll never take your own advice, will you?
People will insult you or criticize you or say something, and their intentions really aren't to hurt you or to be a hater. They're just maybe blunt. Or a lot of people, I think, really want their own YouTube channel, and for some reason they don't have it. So when they're watching you, they don't like what you say, or they don't agree with what you say. And
it's got nothing to do with them not having their own YouTube channel. See, this is another thing they say. Do they learn it all at narc school? They're just jealous. They should have their own channel. Why are they telling me what to do? Go and make your own channel and do what you want on there. Blah, 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 blah. Sick of hearing it.
And they feel compelled to get their opinion out there. You might take it as criticism when really they're passionate about what they're saying, and they just have to get it out there. They just feel like they have to write it down, you know what I mean? Or they have to tell you.
If you've got any comments, leave them down below. But then when people have a fucking comment, you and your likes have a fucking fit. What are they writing all that for? I don't want to hear that. Why are they telling me this? Because they're trying to fucking interact with you. Why don't narcissists come with a little red flashy light on their forehead and we just all realise who they are, what they are, and just go, right, okay, and keep on walking? I would love to know the percentage of narcs on YouTube. How many of them versus normal people?
And sometimes that can be annoying. A lot of times people will say things to me and I think, why would you watch me? Because it's like, you can tell they just don't like who I am. They don't like anything I do. They don't like anything I say, but yet they're still out there watching. And I don't think that they really mean to be haters. I just think that I just annoy them so bad. And so I try to take it easy on them, and I give them more than 3 strikes. But finally, sometimes after they have just insulted me
Insulted? Tell us, what did they say?
over and over and over again, I either block them, or there's this really cool feature where you can
hide user from channel. Yeah.
Hide someone from your channel, and they think that they're leaving a comment, but it really never shows up. And that is one of my favorite ones, because then I don't, make them feel bad about being blocked, but I don't have to just read that constantly. And that is another thing. You've heard the song and the saying, there's a thin line between love and hate. Well, that is so true, especially when it comes to YouTube. That is because there's passion, and there's...
Oh, for God's sake. What is up with my internet? Hang on, folks. And we're back.
Don't, make them feel bad about being blocked, but I don't have to just read that constantly. And that is another thing. You've heard the song and the saying, there's a thin line between love and hate. Well, that is so true, especially when it comes to YouTube. That is because there's passion, and there's real feeling behind it. And a lot of times what will happen is you will have someone that really likes you so much, and for some reason you do not give them back what they think they deserve. Either you are not, it can be something like, I've had this happen, where you are not writing back to them, or they send you emails and you don't get a chance to email them back, or they're telling you to try something and you don't try it, or they're telling you your hair would look better if it was cut off shoulder length, and you're...
See, we all know we knew we'd get there in the end. That's what really bothered her, was people talking about her hair.
You're not doing it, and they get really ticked off, and then they kind of teeter over to the dark side.
Oh,
and then it's easy for them to go on over to be with other people that are complaining about you, and then they kind of form this friendship over there on those channels, and I think they enjoy that. So just...
Yes, weird, huh? We can make friends with other people, unlike you. The only friends you have are the altar assistants. Assistants? Is that right? Anywho. And the Sephora girls, and all the girls that work on the makeup counters. They're your friends. And why do you think you're friends with them? Because you think you've got a common interest in makeup. And it's normal, isn't it? Yes! Fucking normal, Lisa.
Just let them have it. Don't worry about it. You are not the only one that they're talking about, and just, try to let it go. The best thing you can do is to let it go and just participate in it as the least amount you can. Do not taunt them. Do not do things just for a reaction. It's not good. It's just, you become part of it. You will never please them. You will never please someone like that. So there's nothing you can do that is going to make it stop. And one of my favorite little quotes, I had some of them here that I really like. For instance, this one isn't that bad. The best revenge is massive success. I don't believe in trying to do the revenge thing, because I don't think that you should do that. I don't think you should even participate in that. So that's not something I ever try to do.
It's not saying that. Oh, fuck's sake. Really?
This is something, never take your crown off to make your haters feel more comfortable. That is something I have really been guilty for, is trying to change to please people.
Oh, when? When have you ever changed to please anybody? Really? When? Don't talk wet.
Even if they're not haters, but they keep leaving me negative comments about, oh, you'd look so much better if you didn't wear that wing liner. Or, oh, you'd look so much better with brown hair. I mean, if I listen to everything...
How is that hate? How is it hate? I don't say that to people, but people say that. Because they think, oh my God, if she just gave up that wing liner and whatever, her eyes would pop out more and whatever. There's a reason they're saying it, and it's not because they hate you. That's what you don't understand. You take every fucking thing as a criticism when it isn't. If they came in and said, God, you're fucking ugly, I can't stand to look at you. That's an insult. Not, I think you'd look better without the winged eyeliner. But you can't tell the fucking difference. Because everything's an insult that isn't a fucking compliment. Pathetic.
That people tell me, I would have shoulder length brown hair, I would have no wing liner, I would wear no lip liner, I would not contour, I would never get in the sun, I would, wear very conservative clothes and flats. Now, is that me? There's nothing wrong if you are that person. That is wonderful, but you can't change to please someone else. And that is my biggest...
They're not expecting you to, though. If they say, I think darker hair would suit you. Thank you. End of conversation.
That is what...
Oh, that where I had her before would have made a great fucking thumbnail, but I've moved now.
I really wanted to get through the most, and what I wrote down the most. The first thing I wrote down when I was thinking of this video is be the most you that you can be. Be your true, authentic self. And if they hate you for it, or if they criticize you for it, that's fine. I always think about this when I talk about having 3 cats. And if you talk to a person that doesn't like cats, what do they say? Ooh, I hate the way they're rubbing on you. I hate the way they're all furry. And, and it's like they will name the very things that you love about cats. I hate the way they're just so creepy and they don't ever come to you when you call them or whatever. And they'll just name all the characteristics of cats. And so that's so true. That's why some people like cats, some people like dogs, some people like a lab that's active and jumpy. I preferred a dog that was quiet and didn't take much exercise or whatever.
Yeah, I preferred a dog that I didn't have to do anything for.
So, just be the most you can be. And the beach is another thing. Like if I talk to someone and I tell them how much I love the beach, I just love everything about it. When I am sitting on the beach, I feel like I am just in heaven. And they'll say, ooh, I hate the beach. I hate the sand. Ooh, and the sun and the wind and and they'll name everything that I love.
But I bet you they don't do it with that face. Shall we grab that face?
Like cats, some people like dogs, some people like a lab that's active and jumpy. I preferred a dog that was quiet and didn't take much exercise or whatever. So, just be the most you can be. And the beach is another thing. Like if I talk to someone and I tell them how much I love the beach, I just love everything about it. I mean, when I am sitting on the beach, I feel like I'm just in heaven. And they'll say, ooh, I hate the beach. I hate the sand.
I love the beach. That's the one thing me and Lisa can agree on. I could sit and watch the sea all day long, and I regret every day moving away from North Wales. We had the beach at the bottom of our road. We had mountains outside the front door. And now I'm stuck in a bedroom. Yay!
And ooh, and
I will pick at the end.
the sun and the wind and and they'll name everything that I love about being at the beach. And so think about that. You just have to be the most kitty cat or the most beach you can be, and then those people that love cats and love the beach are going to love you, and those that don't are going to go find a dog in the mountains. You know what I mean? It's just, you have to be yourself. I remember just being devastated one time. I was showing a haul from Oliver, and they had left the that little tag thing on it that, you know, keeps you from stealing stuff. And the big thing was
security tag, dear.
Oh, she stole, you know. And I remember just being so crushed. Oh, I didn't steal that. I would never steal. Well, that's so silly.
Who said you stole stuff? I bet nobody ever said you stole stuff. God, I can't talk today, can I? You just assumed that because you thought, oh, they're going to think I stole it.
I know that I would never steal. Everyone who knows me knows I would never steal. Why was I letting that person that doesn't even know me upset me? Another thing that they would really, really hone in on, and the one thing, I try to forgive everything that's ever been said to me. I can forgive them. The one thing I really have a hard time.
Oh, that's so good of you. Somebody said they think you'd look better without Endora eyeliner, but you've forgiven them. I'm sure they can sleep soundly in their bed now. It's easy to forgive people when they haven't done anything, Lisa.
With is over on those hate sites, they really, really, really went after Brooke, especially when she was in middle school. And so,
oh, did they? Did they go after Brooke? Was she sat at home doing a revision and doing her homework and behaving herself? And no, she wasn't, was she? She was taking pictures of her tits and putting them up on the internet. So people emailed you to let you know, and you blocked them.
So I think that they really, they realized they couldn't hurt me in other ways. They called, I'm telling you guys, they have called the hair salons, Ulta. They've called everywhere they can call. They will call anywhere and try to tell lies on.
Who has? Prove it. I want proof. I emailed you once because Brooke was sitting in her car in the driveway with the door open, taking pictures of her fanny, pulling her bikini bottoms over so that you could see her pubic area. And what did you do? What did you do? Fuck all is what you did. And now you've got the cheek to sit there and say, oh, they really picked on Brooke. No! I was trying to warn you that because you were so fucking stupid and you'd given your address out, that she was at risk. Sat outside the house with her next to nothings on, showing her fucking pubic hair. But hey, why was I bothering to look out for your daughter when you couldn't give a fuck?
On you. The thing is, if you are a good person and you don't steal, you don't lie, you don't do all these things, then when they call your hair salon and tell them that you're trying to get free haircuts, your salon thinks they're nuts. I remember they called Oliver and told Oliver, she's buying things from your sale rack and selling them on YouTube. And Kelly was like, I mean, that was like something that we were doing. That was something I was helping her get rid of things at cost, and then I was selling them just a little bit over cost. That was something, an arrangement that we had made, but they just thought they were going to go tell on me. The thing is, if you live a life that you are proud of, and you are the person that you want to be, and you are striving to be the person that you want to be, there's nothing that they can tell anyone. My advice to you, if they are harassing your children or your family, would be just to don't worry about them, and just use it as a teaching and learning moment for your children. Be an example. That's what I tried to do. I could have quit. I could have done so many different things, but I knew I had to be strong and be an example for Brooke, and it had to be a discussion. Brooke is a totally different person, and she handles things different way, and that was just like a learning thing for us too. We actually grew from it, and it actually just really strengthened our relationship. So,
Did it? Did you tell her to stop showing her fucking fanny in the driveway then, did you? Would you have rather nobody told you, and then one day you came home and there was no sign of Brooke and you didn't know where she was, and the car door was open and she was gone? Can't help some people, can you?
you know, turn it into a positive and grow from all these experiences. This is one that I liked. I tried to just screenshot some that I liked on Pinterest. Become so confident in who you are that no one's opinion or rejection can rock you. And that is so true. Just be the person that you really want to be. And I've made a big mistake with that, I think, here on YouTube for years, is I was trying so hard to please everybody that I never really started talking to you. You know what I mean? And you just can't please everyone. You just can't.
Just looking at her there, looking at the hair all over her arms, that would drive me mad. Wouldn't it be tickling you and driving you insane? See, now she'll take that as an insult, when all I'm doing is commenting on the fact that I couldn't cope with long hair on my arms. But it just shows how a narc sees things and how a normal person sees things.
And then this one, oh my goodness. This, if you will just follow this simple rule.
I've only just realised now that she did do that okay sign all the time. I never noticed it back then. I only noticed it recently, but she did it all the time, didn't she? What was that? Oops, wrong thing.
I promise you, you will be so much better. The less you respond to negative people, the more peaceful your life will become. Don't respond. You will want to respond to that person, even the person that says, you would have looked better if you'd have worn tennis shoes with that look, or just anything. You know what I do? I think to myself,
what do you do, Lisa? If someone said to me, you would have looked better if you'd worn high heels with that outfit, I'd probably say something along the lines of, I don't find it comfortable for a long length of time, but I think they would have looked good, yeah. How is that a hateful comment? Wake the fuck up, really.
do I want to hear back from that person?
Oops.
And that's all I have to think about. I mean, even the other day I made a mistake with that person that got on there and said something about that I didn't say something about my eyelids or whatever. And I before I even thought about it, I wrote, I told you in the beginning of the video I was going to do plastic surgery in a separate thing. And then I thought, why did I do that? I should have just deleted the comment.
Why? Why do you need to delete the comment? You just ignore it if you don't want to fucking answer her. And when you do the separate videos, you'll see that and go, oh, right, yeah, she did another video. How? You said you were going to do something. If they picked you up wrong, all you have to say is, yeah, it's the next video. It's on the way. I'm doing that. Oh, what? I thought, why should I answer her? Really?
And I didn't even read the whole thing, but it just, without thinking. So it's still a work in progress for me, but I can tell you, if you follow those rules, you don't ever, ever, ever read anything. Do not do it. Another thing I have had issues with, do not let other people read it and tell you about it. Don't. As soon as they start talking, tell them, just stop it. I don't want to hear it. You do not need that poison and that evil in your head. If they want to go over there and read it, to me, it kind of says something about someone who has the time and wants to spend the time reading that stuff.
Do you know what says something to me, Lisa? Is somebody who has the time and spends the time shopping all day, every day, for themselves. Has a trip away with the family and spends it shopping for themselves. Saw a shirt that'd suit their daughter and then bought two for themselves to wear it exactly the same way that their daughter was wearing it. She thinks she's so fucking high and mighty. If this doesn't show you what a narcissist Lisa is, I give up.
Anyone that wants to go over there to those sites and read a bunch of lies, I mean the most ridiculous stuff you have.
Lies. Shall I read out some comments from the bakery one day? Yes, there are people there that don't like her and insult her. But 90% is people saying, God, if she just cut the dead ends off the end of her hair. Or didn't she look so much better with the bob when she had her hair cut? Why has she not got any Christmas decorations up in her new house? Stuff like that. Nothing fucking drastic. But she's too fucking thin-skinned and too fucking narcissistic that she can't cope.
Ever read. Don't let them tell you. Don't read it. Don't let them tell you. I don't care if it's your family. I don't care who it is. And if you have someone in your life that continues to tell you what they're saying, that person does not have good intentions. Do not keep speaking with them. Just don't. I think I have covered it all, and I hope that I have helped some of you.
No.
I'm reading my notes right now just to make sure. I wrote, do the right thing that you feel good about, not what people want. I hope this helped you. I hope it wasn't boring. And I'm going to do a quick outfit of the day. I've actually got a new pair of shoes on that I wanted to wait until Friday, but I have to wear them today. So I figured I would show them to you today. I'll wear them today, and then on Friday I'll be able to tell you if they're comfortable or not, if you should get them. So I'll be right back. Okay. So today I have on my Good American outfit that you guys saw in my Good American video. I love these jeans. I think this is already the third time I've worn them. And this is the bodysuit. I love it. Love it. I love the seams. I love the color. It's just something I probably would not have chosen. They sent it to me and now I love it. And so, I like the look better without a belt. These are the shoes that I was talking about. And they are a slingback design, but with a really cool pointy toe. They almost look like a boot and a pump mixed together. Here they are, and they are Tory Burch. Aren't they beautiful?
How many times did she wear those? And when were they seen again? And are they in one of those boxes that you're still unpacking?
Think that they are so cool. So they have that little bit of gold at the front, sling back, and I got my true to size. When you first put them on, they'll be a little snug feeling, but they have that elastic right there, and they're going to give. This is real leather, so they're going to give, and I just think that they are beautiful. And for accessories, I have on some new Miranda Fry pieces. I have on these little earrings. They're kind of like crawlers. And then I have on...
That's a horrible name, isn't it, for an earring? A crawler.
This new necklace. I cannot remember the name of it. I just literally got it yesterday afternoon, and it is just beautiful.
You made notes about what you wanted to say in the video. Why did you not write down the name of the necklace?
I hope you can see it. So I just put it on with the rest of my jewels. I'll just do over gold today. And then I need to change my nail polish, but I've still got on the Gucci Crimson something. I've actually got the bottle in my bag in case I want to get my toes done. And no ring. I felt like with everything else going on, I had enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
More shoes, Mama? Just decided to add this to the end of this video to show you when I told her, could you please drive carefully. This was why I said it.
Here we are, off to get our nails cut. She's not happy. Get ready for the screaming. That's not funny, Mama. That's not funny. I don't like the car. Okay, let's get ready. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly.
So why is she not in a carrier?
This girl hates to have her nails cut so bad. She will freak on you if she even thinks you're looking at her toenails. It's always a big deal. I know. I've never figured out any way to stop her from that crying. I've tried.
Put her in a pet carrier, cover the pet carrier, put her on the seat beside you, drive like a normal adult and talk to her while you're taking her there. Do it a few times, she'll soon get used to it.
I've tried ignoring it, I've tried consoling her, I've tried being firm with her. I don't think it's like a child. And I am going to put my seatbelt on before anybody freaks out. Hold on, we don't have to go far. Please don't cry. Please don't cry.
Really? If she was doing that in the UK, she'd lose her fucking licence.
Do you guys put a comment down below if you remember when I brought Bridget home? I introduced her to you guys before I even did my family. I did I did the video. They probably saw her before I posted the video. But if I can find the video, I'll put it down below. But the sad thing is, like I've probably told you earlier, she has a bad liver. And I think that's made her age quicker because she's around 10, but she can't see good, she can't hear good unless you get something out to eat. We have to give her medicine every day for her liver, and we got the antibiotic to give her for her whatever's going on with her right now. But so we cherish every day that we have with Bridgie, and I'll probably never get another dog because I'm really a cat person. She was just special, and she's really a good dog. She doesn't bark, she loves children, she doesn't go potty in the house. I mean, she's just really, really, really a good dog. She loves the cats, they love her, and so I don't think I could ever replace her.
So this entire time she's driving with one hand, at speed, talking to a camera, and that's okay. I was the bad guy.
Okay,
Oh, now she's pretending she's cooking. Now spaghetti bolognese. Anyone could do that. Well, I just wanted to show you that bit with Bridget. And just because I said, you know, wouldn't it be safer to have Bridget in a pet carrier? I was doomed forever to be kicked out of Lisa Land. I've never gotten over it. Catch you later.